In this video tutorial, I am going to look at one of the key features of Genovo, the Report Builder. The Report Builder allows you to manage the sections of a report. It also provides an overview of the sections that make up that report and an entry point into those sections that require input from you. We call these sections wizard sections. Depending on the method you've selected to create your report and the report type being used, the sections that are automatically inserted when you first enter the Report Builder and the sections that show in the Available Sections drop-down will be slightly different. For example, if you create a report using the FunSwitch report template, the Report Builder will look like this initially. Whereas if you create a suitability report from scratch, the Report Builder will initially look like this. However, irrespective of the method you use to create your report, it's important to remember that Genovo is a multi-product, multi-section modular report builder that allows you to deal with multiple advice scenarios and recommendations in one report. And it is easy enough to add or remove sections from the Report Builder at any time, as required to reflect your specific advice scenario. To add a section to the Report Builder, select the section from the Available Sections drop-down menu and click Add Section. Any sections you add will be inserted into the Report Builder in between the Client Risk Profile and Important Information sections in the order you add them. However, you can easily change the order the sections are displayed within your report using the drag and drop grab handles like so. Some useful information about the client and report is included in a panel to the left of the actual Report Builder. Links to some helpful report resources are included below. The first of these links is the Genovo Advice Scenario Matrix. This is a really simple little tool that demonstrates in a clear and tabular format which report types can be used and which sections you need to add into the Report Builder for a whole variety of different advice scenarios. However, knowing which sections to add into the Report Builder is very straightforward and logical. Recommendations in respect of existing plans are dealt with in Review sections. New plan recommendations are dealt with in Recommendation sections. The recommendation of a new investment strategy for a new plan and/or a revised investment strategy for an existing plan is dealt with in the Recommended Investment Strategy section. I would also draw your attention to these other helpful report resources. The Overview of Report Sections link takes you to a page on the Genovo website, where you'll find a summary of the product types and areas covered within the sections included within the Report Builder. The Summary of Report Sections matrix provides a summary of all the sections you'll find in Genovo, and clearly highlights which sections are included in the different report types. The Summary of Wizard Section Steps matrix provides a summary of the steps you will find in each of the wizard sections for the different report types. And finally, the Recommended Action matrix provides a summary of all the recommended actions that are available for selection in the Recommended Action step of the various review sections and what they are typically used for. It also shows in which report types you'll find the recommended action, and which, if any, of the conditional and plan comparison steps will be triggered when that recommended action is selected. Having added all the sections you require into the Report Builder, you will notice that certain sections within the Report Builder have an Enter Wizard section icon. This highlights that the section is a wizard section and requires input from you, whereas the content of the other sections will be automatically generated as a result of the options you select in the wizard sections. The process of completing a wizard section is covered in detail in other video tutorials in this series, so I'm not going to go through it again here, but on clicking this icon, you will be directed into an intelligent step workflow that will prompt you for all the information that is required to complete that section. To help maintain a consistent train of thought and achieve a natural flow to your report, we'd suggest you complete each of the wizard sections in turn, starting at the top with the introduction section and then work down. As you progress through the wizard sections, you'll notice a tick appears in the complete column next to the section name to indicate that the section is complete. Having completed all the wizard sections, you may then wish to further tailor the structure of your report to reflect your personal content preferences. For example, you may not want to include the Advisor Client Declaration section in a particular report, so you can hide it like so. Various buttons are included at the bottom of the report builder. You can download your report at any time by clicking Download Report. You can also download a covering letter, which will be auto-populated with the client's name and address, as well as the advisor's signature. Within Genovo, we have a concept of what we call writer and reader users. A writer user can log into Genovo and write reports for themselves and/or other users within their account, whereas a reader user cannot log into Genovo to write reports, but they can have reports written for them by a writer user. If you are a writer user, writing a report for another user within your account, for example a paraplanner for an advisor, you can use the Send Email Notification feature to send them an email to let them know that the report is complete and ready for them to check. Finally, there may be instances where, having written a report, you think that it would be useful to save that report as a template, so you, and your users, can use it as the basis for creating another report in the future. If so, simply click Convert to Template, and the report will be saved as a template within your Report Templates library. You'll find lots more information about how to use report templates in the overview of the Report Template Library video tutorial. So that concludes this video tutorial on the Report Builder. I hope it's proved useful.